No. Fragrance is about celebration. Fragrance is about feeling good every single day. Wear that expensive thing on that day. Like, feel good about yourself and then buy it again. Good evening. Hi. How are you? I'm Robin. Welcome back. Or welcome to my YouTube channel. This little world right here is my dressing room, which also has got some of my fragrances here, but it's also Man for Himself. If you like hair product reviews, grooming, skincare, fragrance, and videos like this very one, then please do hit subscribe right now. You're gonna love it right here. I've had a fairly full-on day. The hair has been tied back. I filmed a video on a man bun. The first and the last time I'm doing this, but I thought, what the heck, we're all friends here. Save you hate yourself. This is a fragrance video. Also, got myself a gin and tonic. This is a strawberry smash and tonic. The new one by Sipsmith, so I'm going to have this. This is just going to be one of these videos where I probably end up talking a whole load of crap, but hopefully take you on a bit of a journey. Okay, so spring is my favourite time for fragrance because we have slightly warmer weather. It's not that sort of tropical, as if we ever get tropical in London, but it's not that really hot heat that I like. The more sort of the sort of saltier fragrances or the real citruses. I think we've got fragrances which can kind of go across all seasons. Also, I should say, wear whatever fragrance you want, whenever you want, whatever time of the year. If there's something that you like all year round, then do it. But this is just going to give you a little food for thought, fragrance for thought. Also, I'm just going to like randomly select because I want to do a few of these spring videos, so this will be the first of many, he says. If you do want more, then let me know. Okay, let's pick let's just pick off the cuff. I'm gonna go first one here. I'm gonna pick this because this is a brand new one. This is Babylon by Penhaligon. This is part of the Trade Routes collection. Over the past 2 years, maybe even longer, no, 2 years, I've just really gone wild with Penhaligons, especially in the Trade Routes. The Trade Routes are a collection of fragrances which have got a lot of sort of spicy notes and accents in it. I also think that their sort of storytelling and fragrance is fantastic. Let's find a little strip. Where are they? Still getting used to this room. I repainted it. It was blue before. And then I thought, no, Robin, this is not you. The office is blue and it should be blue. This feels like it should just be a bit boozier. Should like boozier, sexier, a bit more decadent for a whatever night doing this. This one has got vanilla in it. Vanilla, I find in mass commercial designer fragrances pretty rancid. It always smells overtly sweet. It smells like something you might get like on some sort of Girl Talk magazine from 1997, but this is not this. This smells luxurious, it smells premium. The vanilla has a sweet roundness to it, and there's also cedarwood in this. Cedarwood, I think, and there's a few up here that have cedarwood in the middle. I'll see, I actually can pick out a few. But cedarwood has a warming sort of wood. I often think of it as a really soft wood, and it's a wood that seems to hold quite a lot of fragrance, like quite a lot of like great scent in it. And what I do like about this one is that the vanilla is warm, and I think actually this would be well suited to spring as much as it would in winter. But when you're thinking about a vanilla fragrance, and I spoke about the other one that I really liked from last year was Lotus and Parfumeur Couleur Vanille. I really liked that. That was a salty vanilla, but this is a sweeter vanilla. And it is gorgeous. I wore this on my first, what are you leaning on? A candle. I wore this on my first like day out in my friend's garden, Caroline's garden. My friend Amanda could smell me from like way back, and she was like, what are you wearing? And I said, it's this, and it's really, really great. So confidence, compliment getter. He said, one sip of gin. Right, let's move on. Also shout out the new Diptyque candle. It's Baies. It's one of the ones that's always been around, but it's a new sort of graphic collection. I like this a lot. Okay, well done, Penhaligons. You're good. I'm going to keep like these notes and things simple because I don't want to just like sell in what a press release says. You can learn it, but I want to tell you a story. Let's go. I love Goutal, Bois de Hadrian. That's slightly more citrus. That is beautiful. Bitter Peach, Tom Ford. I kind of grow into like. I do find it's got a slight sort of plasticky, a slight plasticky scent to it, almost like the smell you get on a dolly. Do you know that sort of smell, this sort of plastic vibe? but it's very peach. I'm not going to select it though. Let's go. I'm almost tempted like to do another Penhaligon's, but I'm not. Hold fire. Oh, where is it? Here. Okay. Fig and Lotus Flower came out November, I want to say, 2020. Jo Malone. It is the cologne of the duo, which is this one. This one is Cypress and Grapevine. I really like this one. This one is the Fig and Lotus Flower. This is a figgy, earthy floral, and it is beautiful. Fig is your friend, and figs are beautiful in a fragrance. There is a fig fragrance by Diptyque, which I am obsessed with. It is beautiful. I've got a small atomizer, but this is great. Let's find a little spritz for you. What you might think is that Lotus Flower, it might be a little too floral. It's not. I'm not big on, I do like florals actually. I really like rose. Whenever you've got sort of Damascus rose in something, I think it's beautiful. I think it's got heart. I think it's got a maturity to it. But this is not a florally floral. This is as well suited to a gent as it is to a lady, or anyone that wants to be whoever you are. But what I like about fig is that it's quite meaty. It's got a real sort of meaty sweetness to it. And it reminds me of sort of like great holidays, as if I've been like jetting off anywhere. No, but if I was to go on holiday, it's kind of like these fig trees. And there's a really great, there's like such a freshness to it that I think is beautiful. But it's sort of this meaty woodiness. And then it's got some floral notes in it, which I think is great. The only thing I would say about this, and I remember, this is on manfromself.com, I know that for sure. Not all of them are, but I'll get them up. Is I remember thinking, I gave this either a 2 or a 3 star out of 5. And the reason on that is the performance of it. I think the scent is beautiful. The bottle is just a classic Jo Malone. But the sillage, so like the degree to which it projects, and the longevity isn't fantastic. But I think the actual juice is great. I really do. But just sometimes you get that with a Jo Malone. They don't last a huge amount of time. Right, however, the Cologne Intense, something sharp there, the Cologne Intense does. Okay, where shall we go? Brioni. Okay, this is a new scent by blah, 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 and that's it. Next up, no, the new scent by Brioni. I did the online launch. I hate doing online virtual launches and stuff. I just want to get my nose into something. I want a glass of wine. I want to be chatting to people I know. So the whole virtual thing, I just fucking hate. Like, I really do. But this was quite exciting. This is, so Brioni is an Italian tailor, and they make gorgeous, expensive stuff that I can't afford. Hello, Brioni, if you are watching this. Your classic tailoring is very me. Yes, I may not look like I like good things. I think this is something like a top man with a top knot. Well done, Robin. But Brioni is all about classic tailoring. It's about beautiful silhouettes. You can see even here, the bottle is almost like the shoulder on one of their great jackets. But why I have loved this and what I remember of the notes is that it has apple in it. We don't often get apple in fragrances, but I think when we do get it, it's really fantastic. It's crisp, it's fresh, you've got something which isn't too overtly summer, it's not too over the top, it's not too happy clappy. It's got weight, it's got gravitas, and I think it has this, don't genderize something, but I do think it's got a sort of masculinity to it. Like it's got a really great grounding to it. I'm pretty sure this also has, it's like powdery violet in it. But the key takeaway for this is the apple on the top, and then there's some soft woods in the base. It lasts, it smells great. I've kind of been spritzing, I've probably worn this maybe like 4 or 5 days. I will link all of them in the description with the best prices that I can find, and I'll get as many as possible on manfromself.com. But key takeaway, the apple, it's great. We've had 3. Let's give you a sip of my drink, and then let's jump into Patchouli Patch, L'Artisan Parfumeur. L'Artisan, I spoke about the Couleur Vanille when I was talking about the Babylon from Penhaligon's. Patchouli Patch, so patchouli is very earthy, it's got a freshness to it, but again, because it's really earthy, I do think of this sort of like the ground, the grounded sense. This has got a sweetness to it. It's got, quite often I think of some fragrances having this purple violet quality, almost like a Parma violet, and without going off the notes, I get that sort of vibe. There's something which has a muskiness to it, but it's also got that patchouli earthy vibe. I find that with large time Parfumeur fragrances, the sort of storytelling within the fragrance is like second to none. And I think with this one, the performance is fantastic. It really does sit well on the skin. This is like, I'm jumping everywhere on this one. This one I've got to be in the mood for, I should say that. Like, there's other fragrances up here that I can wear day in, day out. I don't have to think about it. I can chuck my clothes on, clothing is here, and I can just pick up a fragrance and squirt and go. Squirt and go. There's a website for you. But Patchouli Patch, I've got to be in that zone. I've got to be wanting to feel in a certain way. I feel with Patchouli Patch, say it again, I feel with Patchouli Patch, it makes me feel very much in control. It feels like it knows itself, but there's also like this sort of mystique and mysterious nature to it. Probably just making all of this bit up, but that's how I feel. And I think whereas we've got some brighter fragrances, this has a darkness to it. And I like a darkness in a fragrance. I want to kind of like spritz it and think, what's going to happen today? We've got no idea. Also, I should say, I'm just new to Line of Duty. I'm sure you've all watched Line of Duty, but I have just started it. So I think that's why I'm in this kind of like murderous, mystique sort of vibe at the moment. I've just started season 2 and I'm loving it. I'm really, really enjoying it. Okay, that's 4. Let's give you one more on this. Yeah, let's do the Hope. Thameen. English brand, British brand. To me, when I first tried this, I thought, oh, this is like a real, like, maybe like an Arab Emirates brand. It feels very decadent. It feels like a lot of money's been chucked at it. It feels quite old school, but it's not. It's a fairly new brand, and they always go off. I think their inspiration is like crowns or like royal jewels. Sort of like the biggest diamonds. It's all very bling. They're also very expensive. Everything is so dusty from having builders in. Like, dust has gone everywhere. It's disgusting, but you live on, don't you, Robin? Yes, you do, and you've got a gorgeous home to show for it. So these ones, they just smell expensive. They like smell premium. They smell like gold. They smell like you should be like head to toe in just like amazing watches and jewelry and bags. They smell pricey, and this one has got a slight spicy opening. I always think of like amber, but these frankincense, cardamom notes are really great. Just like gold glistening tonality to it, which I think is beautiful. I think out of all of these, this is the one that smells like the most expensive, and this is your one for like high days and holidays. I mean, after this pandemic, I would say every day is a high day and holiday, so don't hold out. My mum, I digress. My mum with fragrance, I buy her fragrances, I give her fragrances, and I check. I don't like go through her stuff, but I'm like, Mum, have you been wearing that? And she's like, oh no, it's just for good days. No, fragrance is about celebration. Fragrance is about feeling good every single day. Wear that expensive thing on that day. Like, feel good about yourself, and then buy it again. Like, if you can. If you can't, then maybe hold on to it a little bit. But it should be about a celebration, so don't always hold out. This is about a celebration. The frankincense, the cardamom, the cinnamon, I'm pretty sure of it too, and the sort of musky base. The projection sort of performance on all of the Thameens. I've got 2 more actually. I've got an opal one, and I've got Imperial Crown, and then I've got a few more in the other boxes through there. Maybe I'll get another one in a spring one, but these are really, really great. There's a couple of like Harrods exclusives that kind of says it all. Like, it is pricey, but they are really, really great. I'll link them all down below in the description so you can check it out. But yeah, I do want to do some more of these just because I love fragrance. It gives me a chance to sort of jump out of the world I'm in and into a different world of like wealth and stuff that smells great. So thank you very much for watching. Let me know if you want to see another couple of these videos and I can just sort of blab on and show and tell. If you're still new to this, you're still not pressed subscribe, then please do hit subscribe right now. I've only had about 3 sips of this. The button is just there. So some more video suggestions down there. I'm going to head you to the product pages fragrance there, and I'll give you the fragrance playlist in the cards. Until my next new video, bye bye.